guys, Rocco here. By popular demand today we are doing FTD's facts, interesting facts, real facts about Nepal. So yeah, don't really know too much guys, this is sort of like an India thing all over again. Let's check it out, eh?
Hey guys, what's going on? Alright, so today is the day. Yeah, I know, all you FTD Facts followers out there, you've been requesting it. You guys have been going insane in the comment section asking for us to finally do a video on Nepal. Now here on FTD Facts, okay, alright, first of all, we take requests from all you guys out there in the real world, so be sure to let us know what videos you want to see, what countries, what questions you guys have. We'll get answering them for you guys in future videos, and we'll give you guys shout outs. But also, before I get in the video, I want to know from you guys, it has nothing to do with countries, but I want to know, what is your favorite type of food? What is your
Okay, favorite type of food? Pizza. Oh my god, pizza. I don't know what it is, guys. I just love pizza. I make my own. If I could be stranded and eat just one food on a desert island, that's it. Pizza. 100%. Can't get enough of that wonderful stuff.
favorite dish? Me, I love lasagna. I mean, if I could be a real-life version of Garfield, I would, because I love lasagna that much. So anyways, we ain't getting any younger. Let's get started. Let's talk about Nepal. Now, thanks to Garay Hall and many of you other viewers out there, you guys gave us a lot of facts, so we didn't have to do the research. However, we had to double-check a lot of these facts first. And thanks to Gray, he said that 91% of Nepal's energy is produced by hydroelectric power. Now, for those who don't know what hydroelectric power is, it's where they use dams and water to power, well, your cities. Now, he says it's 91%, but I couldn't find an exact number on that, so I don't know if that's necessarily true. However, what I did find is that 76.8% of the population of Nepal does have access to power. And of that, I was reading that 16 to 23% of its electricity is imported. Now, the rest of that is indeed supplied by hydroelectric power. But however, in 2010, that meant that 12.5 million people didn't have access to electricity. And as a matter of fact, 76% of the entire population, whether or not they have electricity or not, they still use wood stove tops. Also,
wood-fired cooking is still the best. Could be a reason. I don't know, what do you reckon, guys? I always find the flame works better, you know, like a gas stove versus electric.
an interesting thing to note is that Nepal does not have any known oil, coal, or gas reserves.
Damn.
Now, like I said, a lot of their power is imported. Let's talk about their import-exports. Once again, this is another one of those countries that imports a lot more than it.
Sorry to stop so quickly again, guys, on a nothing thing, but did it looked like that stapler said fuck. Have to go back, guys.
Exports. Now, its exports equal $1.06 billion in goods. However, they import $7.75 billion in goods as well. Now, their biggest exports are knotted carpets being 7.5, and yeah, flavored water being 6.5%. Now, a few of you guys in the comments, you guys mentioned that Nepal has a very unique flag. As a matter of fact, the only flag of its type in the entire world. Now, most flags are, yeah, in the shape of a rectangle or square. They're called quadrilateral flags. But however, it is true, Nepal does not have a quadrilateral flag, and as a matter of fact, you guys were right, because Nepal, well, it has a flag of 2 triangles on it. And I gotta say, man, give that to Nepal. I wish there were more flags that were like this. Not to bash any other countries, but I really think that this is original. Now, back on April 25th of 2015, Nepal was hit by a giant earthquake. It measured 7.8 on the Richter scale. But here are some things that you probably didn't know about that earthquake. First of all, it is the worst earthquake they've had in 80 years. The earthquake itself also had 2 aftershocks. The first one measuring 6.7 on the Richter scale, and the 7 being 7.3. This earthquake affected 8.
Let's just talk about 8 million people. Whoa, let's just talk about those kids trying to get out of the pool. That was terrifying, that footage. I've seen that before on like When Good Times Go Bad or whatever one of those clips are. Whew, it's terrifying. Like, you always, let's get serious. You always think to yourself, like, oh yeah, I'd be hard in an earthquake. You know, I'd just run. I don't know, what are these guys doing? You just don't know, man. You get stuck in a swimming pool and you're a good swimmer. You can't get out, but because the waves just smashing against you, and you're just like, oh, I thought I was gonna be a sick bastard, and I thought I'd be like, like The Rock and just saving everyone in San Andreas. Not so, guys. You gotta feel for anyone stuck in this situation. It's hardcore, man. All right, let's go again. 8 million people were affected. That's massive. I remember seeing was it their sort of shrine that fell down? I remember the really old temple. That's devastating, man.
Million people, with over 8,700 people being lost and 22,000 people being injured. And that was a really sad and unfortunate time for Nepal. And now enough with the bad stuff, let's talk about something really good about Nepal. It is the oldest country in South Asia. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? But Nepal was founded in 1768, and this bloody country doesn't even have an Independence Day because it was never conquered by
they got
anybody.
no oil.
Now keep in mind, in 1923, Britain declared its independence, but this is because the whole country was ruled by the Rana family, and they pretty much supported the Prime Minister. Nepal is also the first country to have the highest renewable water resources. That's right, Russia comes second, the United States and Canada come third and fourth. Now this is according to a study done in 2011, where it stated that Nepal has over 210 cubic kilometers of renewable water. I guess that's why we get a lot of flavored water from that country. Guys, if you think Nepal is already a pretty fascinating place, hit that like button, because I'm pretty fascinated by it already. Oh yeah, and what am I talking about? Man, we always like to talk about the population of countries, and I feel like I've totally forgot that in this video. Nepal has over 27.8 million people. Now keep in mind, Nepal only has a landmass of 147,000 kilometers square. And also, that study was done in 2013, so there's probably a lot more people nowadays. Now here's another thing, when we think of Nepal, you guys probably think of this guy. You know who I'm talking about? Buddha. The guy that kind of reminds me of the Pillsbury Doughboy. You know what I'm saying? You just want to poke his belly and hope he goes, Listen guys, I'm not being anti-religious. You got a belly that big, you just want to poke it. Hopefully there's no lint in there, because that would be just disgusting. But when it comes to Buddha and the religion of Buddhism, some people may think that it formed in different countries. However, Lord Buddha was born around 623 BC. And they say that the Lumbini temple is not only kind of the area where he was born, but it's also the first Buddhist temple. As a matter of fact, this temple is so recognized as the birthplace of the Buddhist religion that it is under the protection of the UNESCO, which is a World Heritage Organization. Now let's talk about the tallest mountain in the entire world. And that tall mountain is known as Sagarmatha, which currently stands over 29,000 feet above sea level. Now wait a minute, I get it. Some of you guys could be like, Dave, no, you're wrong. You're wrong, Sagarmatha's not the tallest. It's Everest, man. Don't you know? Just common sense. Well, believe it or not, Mount Everest is also called Sagarmatha.
Bang.
Gotcha. And you know what? Considering we're talking about Everest, let's talk about Everest and who climbed it. Now, many people have climbed it. They've tried to climb it. Many people have died in an attempt to climb it as well. As a matter of fact, they say about 280 people have died so far, at least in collected human history, while attempting to climb the mountain.
My friend's on a silly movie scene. Anyway, have you ever seen those documentaries when there's the bodies still up there? The frozen bodies? Oh, man. Talk about your ultimate turn-off. You know how many people would go like motocrossing if everyone that ever crashed was still laying on the track? Dedication it takes, man, to climb past dead bodies to your goal. Whew, chilling! Oh my god, the door's open. Neighbor's gonna hate me!
Now, the idea for climbing the mountain came from Clinton Thomas Dent, who was president of the Alpine Club. In his 1885 book, Above the Snow, he stated that, yeah, it's most likely possible to climb that mountain and reach the top. Now, after that, there were tons of attempts. As a matter of fact, the northern approach was first discovered by Gregory Mallory and Guy Bullock. Now, this was during a British expedition in 1921, and they only made it to 22,982 feet. However, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norway were the first people to successfully climb to the top, and that was back in 1953. Gotta say, there's a lot of cool history on the attempted climbs and the successful climbs of Everest. But anyways, guys, that is just the tip of the iceberg for this lovely country. Thank you guys so much for watching. Nepal is one of those countries that, you know, most people just don't know about, so I'm glad I got the opportunity to educate you guys. But feel free to educate us. Let us know more facts about your countries. And if you guys want a future facts video, be sure to let us know down there in the comments below, just like these guys do behind us, you know? I know we haven't done facts on dogs yet, but We really like doing our countries. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? That's it for me. I'm gonna head out of this video and I'm gonna get working on the next one. So, I'll see you guys later. Cool? Is that cool?
Cool,
We'll
Dave.
see each
It's
other
cool.
later? Yeah, alright. Well, you guys have a good day till then, okay? Or good night whenever you're watching this movie. Okay, bye.
Morning. North Korea. Oh, I can see this one coming up next. I'm actually going to do that one for myself because I want to watch it. And I might as well film it because, you know, we're in that type of a game here. Well, that was cool. Nepal. Always cool to learn things. Now, of course, yeah, when you think Nepal, you think Everest. That's about it. That's sort of where where it goes. Yeah, Everest and Buddha. Apart from that, it's like quite a nice place. I'd like to see a bit more of the countryside, you know, the countries where most people, well, not the country, but the landscapes where most people are at. Maybe it is just all frozen tundra and mountains. It says 7 mountains was in the fella's comment at the start, so very mountainous region of mountains. Anyway, guys, thanks for requesting the poll. If you've got any other places around the world that Sergeant Rocco needs to check out, of course, like 10 facts on Australia, not only I'm in the video, but yeah, it's like cringeworthy, I don't want to watch it. But I sort of know a bit about Australia already. But if there's any other things you want us to check out, hit me down below in the comments, leave a like on this video, and let's get rid of YouTube's adpocalypse. Alright guys, thank you for joining me. I'll see you very soon for the next one. I kind of like these new surroundings. What do you reckon, guys? Let us know as well in the comments if you made it this far through the video. Yeah, I think, God, there's a spider on the wall there now. You see that? See him just going behind the thing there? Bastard!